look like and go, you know what's happening? Wow, you're the healer and I don't know, I'm just all broken and I need your help because you're special. It's okay to see them as special in a sense, but you're also special as well. So why don't you join your specialness with theirs, and they'll be able to know exactly what to do for your spine or your muscles or your joints or whatever else it happens to be. Why? Because they'll know who you are. Why? Because like in Lemuria, they'll be able to send out a frequency to say what's going on, and it'll come back. Boop. And when that signal hits them, oh, the target is 3 miles away to the southwest, etc. Meaning they'll tune in and go, you know what this is? This is, chiropractic. It used to be crunch, crunch, whatever. Now it's going to be like, the guy's going to be doing smudge and rattles, and it'll be etheric body, and go, you know what's happening? This is a spear wound from 5 lifetimes ago. Healing's going to become healing instead of a linear topic. You won't be a chiropractor or a surgeon. I'm a healer. And you just stay open, and anything comes to you that needs done. That's what healers are going to look like more and more, because that's what they looked like once upon a time. There was no segmenting, no limitation. It's, how can I help you today? I put myself before you. You tune in, and you can tell exactly what's going on for me. Just like parenting should be. Please take a few centering breaths. Breathing all this. It's a transmission. It's a channeling. There's a frequency. It took the form of words in a talk, but that's not what's really happening. You can hear today as a talk you don't like, very dense. You can hear it as a talk you do like, less dense. Now you're raising vibration. You can hear it as a talk that was extraordinary and magical, beyond even words. And now you're going higher. Then, beyond the words, there's an experience. Something happened today. It took me into the cosmos, but don't analyze the cosmos. Civilizations, vibrational conversations. All of a sudden, I just feel like I'm opening. So let the talk now go from speaking to experiential. This will expand as far as you allow it to. Remain the witness so that you're present, but also go. Wonderment. At the very least, let your mind enjoy the wonderment. The realization that, wow, this has always been true. The magical abilities of our consciousness, it's always been true. And throughout history, there have been children of God trying to get us home. So tune into it. Try this, accepting that you're not a mere human being. Try tuning into, do I feel like I've ever heard the term, felt the term, was the term, bearer of light, a light bearer, children of light, children of the One. The Lemurians were often called children of the sun, children of the law of God. Today, a term that I came up with back in the 80s, it's commonly used now, light workers. Tune into it, guys. You know the term. There's a feeling to it. You've done this work at some capacity. I remember being like a child of the sun. I remember the tropical, beautiful place we once lived. I remember the enormous trees like the redwoods. I remember vibrations from flowers and essences. I remember living in frequency and consciousness, not density. Tune into it. Try to remember it so it can start like time release capsules. So it starts kind of popping open cellular memory of a more magical time. The Divine Mother is blessing this like all of our services. And she, when you're allowing this, she's weaving into your mind, and she'll work independently with you in what you need to start opening neurons to remember. This is not only possible, this is inevitable. So let's just speed it up and get there, allowing this to open and open and open. People that are asleep are afraid. They're often violent, hurtful, selfish. Of course, it's what people do when they're afraid. They act out. And there are some of those. That's the sleeping people act out angrily, but sleeping people are also often victims because they don't step up and say no. So whether you're aggressive or hyper-passive, it's still extremes of those who are asleep. Where do you really want to be? The center. So what we're seeing is people, once upon a time, lived in their center. That's where I'm coming from now. That's what I'm choosing to be now. More and more from my center. I can step up or step back, but not excessively. I'm a light worker. I'm awake. I could prosper without taking from others. Just prosper. I can teach without preaching. I can love without attachment. Center, center, center. Remind me, Holy Spirit, and allow this to expand in my being and to continue blossoming. So thank you so much for sharing this time with us. Please stand for our closing prayer. The connectedness. Breathe it in, the connectedness. Native American and other continents, cultures. Guys, now when you see a show and you see them use those short terms, you realize, oh my God, that was vibrational representations. The beautiful language. Listen to Cherokee and Apache, but Hopi. Listen, and then go indigenous people of every culture. And it's like, wow, they're talking vibrational representations, not memorized words and meanings that came from someone else. It's what are you? And I'm experiencing you, and then words. Giving deep thanks that the light of God surrounds us.
We are the light of God.
The love of God enfolds us.
We are the love of God.
The power of God protects us.
We are the power of God.
And the presence of God watches over us.
We are the presence of God.
Wherever we go, God is, I am, we are. Take a deep breath, and so it is. Take a deep breath and a sound. Keep going. Take a breath when you need and keep going. Keep going. Let the sound represent what you heard today, what you learned today. Tune into all of the all and let the all make a sound through you. Become the sound. We're not formulating words yet, but at least a sound. Now own that sound, let it vibrate in you, as you, through you, and now lastly, send it out to all others, to your brothers and sisters through